Hey guys, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be doing Asta in his Devil Union form. So, yeah, it's when he's fused with Liebe, or Liebe, his devil inside him. So he's got like those red lines and stuff on him. So, and like claws and things like that. So I'm on a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil and hit pause if I go too fast. So we're going to start with the eyes. Center point of my page is about here. The center line is where the eyes actually are, right? So right in that center sort of area, we're going to start with the eye just on the right hand side. So you go up, and sort of curve down, and you can thicken up the top eyelid a little bit. Some of this is covered with hair, so a little bit anyway, like so. And then we bring it down the back, like that, and then over and under, like so. Then his iris inside there, kind of an oval. It's not really a perfect circle, but a little bit of an oval, just there. And the top of it's kind of semi-cut off, just goes into his eyebrow, just in there. And then we have his sort of devil eyes, right? So it's like a cross inside, so it's got sort of like, or a star, really, maybe. So it goes, has a point on top, and then out to the side, like so. And then it kind of comes down, back into there. So then, the other eye, real close to this one, so like very little distance between the two eyes, because the eyes in Demon Slayer, or not Demon Slayer, in Black Clover, I'm getting confused, in Black Clover are pretty close together. Demon Slayer eyes are close together as well, actually. So, really close together. And yeah, I'll basically curve it up around the top here, and then back down. And again, thick top eyelid. Like that. And then we go down underneath. Under and around. Like so. And then the eye, circular-ish sort of thing, going up towards his top eyelid line there. And then we have that star inside. So point on top, like that. Right, so eyebrow then, so he's frowning quite heavily, and the eyebrow really like touches his eyelid, so it like touches the eyelid here and then kind of separates from it and goes up underneath his headband, or his like armor that he has on now. Used to be a headband, and it gets kind of thinner as we go back, but just a little bit of a place to color in there. And then an eyelid line just down in there. Pretty much the same thing on this side. Tick up that way, and then give yourself a little spot to color in, just down there in the front, and then eyelid line goes back that way. So he's got like some wrinkles on his nose, so he's like, you know, frowning quite heavily, this kind of stuff, like so. And then his nostrils down here. And then his mouth nearly touching his nose, so it comes right across this, and then we curve it down. We can see his teeth inside, so it comes across like so, and maybe like a tooth sticking out along his bottom lip there, and it kind of comes out around the side there. So like one tooth sticking down there, and then we got like a shadow on this side, and then there's sharp devil teeth, all sharp, coming along. Like so. And so then his chin, just down here, real pointy chin down there. So then jaw comes up the side. And up the other side. And it kind of starts to curve slightly about nose level. Curves up towards his ear on this side and similar on this side. Like so. So then, right, so he's got like a crown and devil horns and stuff. So I guess we'll do the crown first. So we got like a V right in the middle of his head, okay? Here. And then this comes across down to a V down here, smaller one. And then this comes out towards the side of his head to there. And then we go across this side, smaller V here, and then this comes across to a horn. So there's devil horns there, but we'll do hair first. So he got like a fringe that comes down the middle of his head, comes down past his eyebrow, past his nose, down to here. We got a little sort of hair spike there. Then another one kind of sticking out here, and then a piece of hair that goes up this way. And this can have like hairlines and texture lines and stuff on it. Just to show that it's like hair. And then we got lines coming up to his face, so like here, so like energy lines or something coming up to a point just underneath his hair there. And on this side too. Underneath his eyebrow and then underneath his hair. So I guess those horns, we'll do those. So coming out from around the side of his head, curves down to here. Goes back up this way, goes around like so, sort of bends around like that, and then the other side, so similar sort of thing, like here. That sort of shape, okay? And then we've got like some more hair that comes out from underneath his head, or his helmet, kind of here. And then his ear is somewhere in here. Like you can barely see his ear on this side because it goes behind his shoulder. So I'll wait till we do the shoulder for that. And then another hair spike sticking out underneath the horn here. And a little bit of his ear sticking up there. Like so. And then I think he's got like more black lines on his face. So like coming down this way. Like so. And these are black. And he could have some lines like underneath his eyes, like some like extra sort of stretch lines, like some eye lines just there. Okay, so the rest of that helmet or headband sort of armor that he has on comes up and across this way. Got a point in the middle. Got a line coming down there. Across, up, down, and across into here. And then this has red inside, so red triangles. So we got one pointing up in the middle, comes across, another one, across, another one, and then one on the side here. Up, across, and then we do on the bottom, sort of a mirror image, like that. We're going to go across the other side, the exact same. Spiking up, down, across, up, down, across. And that's all like red inside, blood red. So we got like more hair and devil horns and stuff, right? So like hair spike here beside this horn. Another one. Yeah, so that goes down that way. Another sort of hair spike here and here. Right. And then he has two more horns sticking up the center, so like coming up this way. Right to the top of my page and then down. Like so. And I think it goes in behind a piece of hair, so like a piece of hair there. And then there's another hair spike behind. And goes up here. And then there's like a hair spike coming right up the center, thin one. Like so. And then up here. And then another devil horn. Sort of going, let's see, same as the other side, so we'll go just like so. I think it goes down behind some hair here. Like that, and another hair spike behind it. Like so. Right, so then he's got some small little pieces of hair that like curl around the front of his head, right? Here. Another one on this side. Like so. And these are like texture lines on them. Like so, and then all these sort of hair spikes have texture lines and things on them as well. Right, so then the horns have all these lines on them too. So these skinny horns have like round lines on them. Like so. Goes up. This, and then these ones have like a bit more complicated, so it's got like, so like these come down inside there, right? And then we got like horns, horn lines that bend down, follow the sort of shape, you know, follow the shape of the horn itself, curving around like this. And then lots of these coming down then this way. Right, so that's basically his head. Of course, if you go over any lines like that you need to erase, you can do so if you're using a pencil. Okay, so that big shoulder, right? So he's got like a massive shoulder here. It's got like an armor plate on it as well. So, like, comes down like so, real bumpy, right? It's got like a point on top here, and then it's going to bump down around like so. It's like a shield. Looks like a shield anyway. It comes down to a point here and goes back up like this. And then it has more of this red stuff on the inside, right? So red sort of spikes, so like a spike here. Like this. And then we go across, up, down, across to there. And then another one on this side, another spike there. And this like goes around the back, and then we have spikes on the bottom. Big one is in the middle, small ones on the edge. Right, like so. And then we have sort of cracks or something coming down the sides. So like this, crack coming down here, like so. Maybe like a line coming up here, something coming down there. And then similar situation on this side, sort of crack lines or texture lines coming up from the bottom, like that. And then his bicep comes down around into here. And then we come out for the tricep, out there. And he's got like a spike sticking off his arm here somewhere. So, like underneath this, so it like comes down here and then sticks out like so. So like in line with the bottom of his bicep, right? And then this comes out for his forearm then. So he's got like this spike sticking off his arm basically. And then his forearm comes up to his wrist up here, and then the other side of his forearm comes across like so and down to there. And then, let's see, so like spine, maybe a line there. And then he's got like a red crack. Yeah, like waving sort of red line. Like so. And it goes into his bicep there. Comes out. So it's like a crack, or yeah, that's the best way to describe it, I think. It's got these spikes sticking out of it. Like so. And then another piece of red here. Like that. And something on his elbow as well. So like something like that. Right. So armored hand. Pretty complicated. Take your time. Hit pause a lot. Right. So go up here. Spike it out. He's got all these spikes on it. And then this kind of bumps around to another spike here. He's got claws instead of fingers, so they're real pointy. And then this comes down around for his thumb. Okay? And I think this has a black area or something in here. And maybe that has a bump or something on it there. So, right, palm of his hand goes out here, and then we come out to fingers. So his finger comes out here, bumps out, and then comes around to another claw, back into there. Then we have a spike sticking off, comes down here, another spike there, and then his finger comes down here. Next finger, out and around. There's more details on the inside of these fingers, but we'll get the main shape for the fingers in first. So we've got spikes on each sort of knuckle area, and then this comes down like so. And then the next one, so he's like got a real sort of aggressive claw-like hand position, like so. And this goes up, down, around to a spike, down to there. It's like an eagle's talon or something, you know, it's like a bird's claw. Like so. Spikes down to there. Another spike, and then we go down around into there. Right, so then on each of these, so we got like these sort of lines like this, right? So just sort of giving it sort of some detail on the end of these pieces of armor or metal or scales or whatever they are. And then he's got like knuckle lines, right? So like there, and then another line there, and then it comes down this way. There, and then something similar this side. Here, like so. Knuckle line here. And something going down that way. Another one there. Another one here. And that's basically his hand, right? So his big sword is here and his other hand is holding it, okay? And then we'll do his body. So we'll get the hands out of the way first. So this hand is slightly easier, slightly, because hands are always difficult. So up, across, down to the knuckle here, right? So curved line across, and then the knuckles go down like steps. See here? Like so. And then this final one kind of comes across down into there. So then each of these is a finger, corresponds to a finger and a knuckle. So we go across, up, down, across like so, and like another line there. And then the next one, up, bump, knuckle, down, then a line there. Knuckle, down like so, and a knuckle down here, like that, right? And then his thumb sort of goes behind the handle of his sword. So the handle of his sword comes out like so, and then his thumb will be like here, and it comes out back into his head like here, and there could be some like a line just there for the side of his head that I missed. Like so. So these lines like so. And then the rest of the handle of his sword. So you might need a ruler to do that. So we go up this way. Like so. And then so. Yeah, it comes out like so. Like this, and then we're going to go off to the side, out to like a round edge. And this comes down, so we're going to go this way. Down like so, and this comes off this side. It's got like a bump on the end, and then it's like down here. And down the other side. so, and we could have some extra like lines coming down this way, like that, and then the rest of that sword, so real big. So, and then down this way. Down there, and down here. Like that, right. So, let's see the rest of his body. Okay, chest. Curves down this way. Out, chest comes out there, and then side of his ribs kind of, and his waist there, and his hip comes out there. We got like a red line and a red line coming down there, and there's red patterning here and red here. And there's like an X in the middle of his chest, am I right? An X? I think so. Well, it's not, it's kind of like an X, right? So we got like a line coming across that way, and a line coming across there. There's like a circle in the middle, I think. And then a line across the top of these. And then one coming down kind of here, like so. And then he could have like some ab lines and things coming across that way. And maybe like another chest line, like so. Oh, and his ear. So like I said, his ear was, you can kind of see it a little bit just in here. So kind of in line with this one. Like so, and then his like headband or hair or something just coming across there, and like we can see like his knee or something coming down here, and a leg coming down here, and wing, so wings. Wing coming out this way, up like so, and then the other wing comes out from behind his hair, kind of there, and then out from in here, so it's like jaggedy black line coming up and around, and then the other one comes out from here, so just a jaggedy, squiggly. So no real pattern to this, you just squiggle a line, it's easy. And then he's got like black orbs floating around him, so like one here, and it's got like dots and stuff coming off them. And I think you could like color purple around them when you're coloring. So like black on the inside, purple on the outside. So you can do as much of that as you'd like, really. I'll just add what I can see. And this, I think, will be the last thing. Just like one down here. Do 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 do. Do do. And his tail. Got his tail. Like so. Right. So these orbs are like coloured in black and purple and stuff, but I'll do that after, just so I don't make the video too long. But there he is, Asta, in his Devil Union form. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.